Hello everyone. We found ourselves in a mega city. Well, mega city for Planet Crafter standards anyway. So first of all, let's go check out this building right here. We need 5 keycards in order to open that door. There's a fusion generator in that room. So let's see what we can find over here. I did grab the supplies for the fusion generator, so we can activate that whenever. But let's see, what is this place? Guessing some sort of medical bay? Oh, here's the other and final access card. Are there any laptops that are on? I'll admit that this is a pretty large base. I am not really finding that much interesting stuff around here though, which is kind of sad in a way. Just a lot of lockers. Now, it could very well be that this would be their very first base, which is maybe why it has so many lockers. As well as beds just randomly kind of around. Yeah, there wasn't that much in there. Alright, let's see. Where was that fusion generator at? At the top here? Slap these two in there. Now everything is powered on. There was a door under here that opened up. Power tokens, other stuff. That's my cord though, which we found quite a few of by this point. But I mean, this box ain't too bad. Seems like it has a couple vaults here. I'm taking a quick look around the very first one we were at. It doesn't seem like any of the computers turned on. But that might just not be a thing. Alright, let's open up this door, see where the heck it goes. It requires so many access cards. Not 100% sure still, but this is massive as well. But let's go all the way to one end. Guessing this is just regular cargo. Well, this one surely isn't. It's a little... well, a jet helicopter, I guess. What a waste. All this effort will have been unrewarded. The gift from heaven wasn't won, and will have led to our downfall. I would have liked to stay, but this planet is no longer livable. The recent difficulties have undermined our sense of community. It's unfortunate. I didn't want to leave, but many have already left us. They won't be able to hold on any longer. That is kinda sad. I knew that something happened to the planet. Like, it froze over, right? Because they were mining all the placer quartz and that was absorbing all the heat of the planet. But I thought they died here, but no, it seems like a lot of them just left. Which, honestly, smart move, I guess. Let's see, we got another message from Val. Perhaps one day our technologies will be advanced enough to warm this big rock. Yeah, it was like 50 years later when we arrived. And if our children haven't forgotten this place, perhaps they'll return to continue what we've started. But given the difficulty of the last few months, and the bad experience it has been, I doubt it. Everyone seems to want to return the page on this adventure. And he left as well. Before we explore the rest, I'm quickly gonna dump all our supplies. Alright, we're back. Let's see, who left on this one? Ari. It's high time to leave. Yes. It could have been a wonderful experience, and we experienced some intensely joyful moments during those years. But you have to learn to resign yourself when the elements are against you. I can't stand this cold anymore, and it's getting worse every day. Can't believe Koa decided to stay, preferring science over humanity. So yeah, we saw where that led him eventually. He was the only one by the looks of it that remained on the planet. What's this last one? This one is a lot sooner than the rest. The Blazer Course trade has allowed us to advance much faster than expected. Today we celebrate this spaceport. Oh, that's what it is. That will allow us to trade even more easily and efficiently. It's even possible that in the years to come, new people will join us to keep our project alive and growing. That didn't really turn out how they expected that to go, I guess. It seems like we have an elevator here. Go up. Where are we going? On top, by the looks of it, to whatever this waiting room is. Alright, we have an elevator that goes down or up again. Oh, this goes all the way to that cable cart. Wait, does that mean it does work? My god, though, this elevator is slow. But yeah, we did everything in this location, and I guess now it's time to move back to the mining rig. That elevator should work. Although, if we're gonna go through the top, then maybe we activate it there. Watch us need bloody fuses or something, though. What the heck are these fences? They look like lasers. Oh yeah, you can see the cable card right there. Let's put some supplies away. Of course, I did block the door with that. Is there anything else around here? It doesn't look like it. Oh, I'm excited. Let's go. Oh. 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 No. Well, clearly that didn't work out. Let's call it back. Right. Note to self, do not step forward too much. The front door will open while it's traveling. Alright, let's try that again, shall we? How about we just have a seat? Oh, cool. It even has... Well, I wouldn't really say this is a cinematic, per se. Also, the cable card's not really connected to it. To the cable, that is. And it's kind of glitching out. That's pretty cool. And then we go back in. Alright, what can we find? This looks very similar to the other side, but I guess it's just a place for people to arrive at. That right there seems to be what we need to power, I would imagine. That it looks very similar to the other location. Let's see what else we can find around here. I saw a message already from Koa. Operating notes. Once extracted with the drills, the ore is crushed and transported directly to large storage vaults on the lower level. This allows for consistent influx of blazer quartz. As long as there's room in the vaults, they'll be refilled with ore. Oh sweet, the new fish. I say very excitingly, but that is pretty good because I haven't found that one yet. Now we could get it, technically. And I need it for my museum project. It's good that we have it now. I guess this is some sort of command center. What else are we gonna look at first? This seems to be the elevator. That is out of power. Now, what kind of sucks is that we don't have any... My god, they uses 5 of them. I don't even think we have that many back at the base. The prosperities of blazer quartz are exceptional. It seems to interact with its immediate external environment. I'm still struggling to fully understand the chemical mechanics at work. But one thing is for certain, this quartz absorbs and destroys the heat of its surroundings. How did I not see this sooner? With the quantities we've unearthed, the entire planet is at risk of cooling at breakneck speed. Yep, that's what I expected. Sadly, we don't have the stuff to power this base. Seems like Koa is really active on the mining rig. I guess I really like this project though, so I guess it makes sense. He even died for it. Or died with it. It would probably be more accurate to say. Despite all my efforts, I haven't found any way to reverse the process. Ooh, this is 3015. This is when everybody left. The rate at which quartz absorbs the heat is immense, and only increasing. The drop in temperature over the past few years is finally being explained. It was obvious that I failed to identify early enough. How can I ever forgive myself? This planet won't be habitable for much longer. I must warn everyone. Yeah, and that's, I guess, when they all started leaving. After he warned them all. Well, there's one of the fusion cells. I think with that, we explored every building here. We just need to get the fusion cells now. That will unlock the elevator, but I think also the lower levels. As there was a door there, that must be the vault where all the blazer core is being stored. Also, what is kind of interesting though, is that we can heat up the planet with just a couple heaters. I think it would have been cool if the heat was a lot more difficult to get up. And we had to do something like bury those blazer quartz again. Create like a landslide or something so they get buried by rubble and debris. But they don't have direct access to the heat on the planet itself. Now that's probably a bit too much to ask for a free update moon. So to be fair, I'm pretty happy with the amount of new lore we got on this planet. It's crazy. Like the structures, the megadomes and everything, they look really cool. We got so much custom stuff that we haven't had on Prime or Humble for that matter. I'm really excited to see where this game will take its next DLC that we're gonna get this year. Because if this is what the free content is like, imagine what they'll do with the next update. And here I was thinking Humble was already a very good DLC, but seeing what the team is doing with the main game now, I'm wondering how far they can push that. Right, I tried to leave, but it would be handy if we actually get the fuses that I need. Honestly, I'm starting to think we don't have enough. Although, nope, we have enough. We got 5. I think that's literally it though, isn't it? Yeah, we just had enough. That's pretty damn good. We also almost completed terraformation unplanned, just 0.5 TTI left. Alright, let's take the teleporter with us. Alright, fusion generator. Slap all these in there. Everything is powered up. Let's see, that means the elevator works. We also reached 5 TTI. We got the Mega Dome. How expensive is that? Honestly, it's not too bad. I do like how it just takes all the supplies you can find here on Selenea, including the blazer quartz. Alright, well, we reactivated the elevator. Let's go check down below. Because that means, yeah, this door is opened up. The vault. I wasn't the most enthusiastic about the idea of installing giant drills when this project was proposed, but I think I did well to follow the group's consensus. This will open the door to greater comfort, and it should reduce any remaining tension related to overcrowding. If we're going to trade interplanetarily with what we're going to extract, we'll have to be careful. However, it could attract the attention of unwanted people. Yeah, I don't think... Oh wow, this is a lot of blazer quartz. I guess it makes sense, it's what they were storing down here after all. But I guess that's also it for this place. Alright, everything is back at the base. There's one more area I want to check out. And that is on top of the cliff right at the Mega Dome here. Luckily, we can just fly up it. There were these domes here as well. And something I wanted to check out here is anything activated? Because at first I thought that they would, you know, activate something at the research station here, but honestly, I don't think so now, because can't power it up. With that, there's technically one more thing to do, and that is to get these. So I'm gonna set that up, because this is gonna take ages like that. The best way is honestly probably the butterfly farms. And we don't have all the supplies for it here, but I will get as much as I can and then take the rest from Prime. We received a new message. Must be from Sentinel Corp, right? Yeah. Congratulations, you've successfully terraformed a moon. Once again, thanks to Sentinel Corp technologies, terraforming has never been so easy. Despite claims by other fanciful corporations, it's once again proven that the only way to terraform planets and moons is by human labor. I guess this is a stab at robotics. I forgot the rest of the name. Terraform Robotics, that's it. Thank you for participating in the Better Life program. This has been noted in your case file. Alright, so it is a lot different than Aquilus. I did not expect that. Alright, these were all the supplies I had. Seeing as we're not producing any silk on this planet, fabric and of course silk is kind of hard to come by, so we're gonna have to get that at Prime, as well as butterflies. But anything is, we do have the recipe for the insect rockets. Alright, I think with that we should have enough. Although getting the butterflies probably would help as well, wouldn't it? We don't have many good ones though, which is kind of annoying. We only got these basic dudes. Alright, let's go back to Selenea. Seeing as I have basically everything in my inventory, let's shoot the rockets to space first. Alright, insect rockets are going. Not to space, but they're going. However, they're not boosting anything, of course, because we haven't made any butterfly farms yet. Alright, with that we got all the butterfly domes done. Let's put at least one in each so that they actually activate. Which, funny enough, seems like we had 10 butterflies with us. Right, but they should be producing quite a bit of, well, whatever insects do, I suppose. 24 million grams, that ain't too bad. So we're shooting up, we're already at 1 KT. We need 1,000. And 10 for the frog eggs. Realistically, that's not too bad. We can easily get that over time. Probably happens while I'm working over at Humble to get that back operational. However, our adventures on Selenea have pretty much come to a stop. We explored the entire moon, we uncovered the secrets, we got to the full terraformation, we're currently slowly unlocking the last 2 recipes, and I will be leaving it off here. The next thing we're going to do on Planet Crafter is go back to Humble on this save file. However, instead of creating a whole series, I think I'm just going to do one video, as there shouldn't be anything that changed, and I want to see how far we can get when we take a bunch of supplies from Prime and shoot them into Humble. I want to see how long it takes me to get, what is it, 4 TTI for Humble? Yeah, 4 TTI, and then it's maxed out. So with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye everyone.